G'day YouTubers, and thank you for tuning in to today's Flip Out toy review. Today we're going to be taking a look at some more Flip Out Origami Waterbird themed toys, both of which are British Wildlife Collection toys. And yes, as I'm making this video, it's about a day and a half after I got a bit burnt from that side. The blister is actually still on the painful side, but I'm just hoping it's going to get a bit better. But I don't want to show off right now because it would probably freak out other people, of course. But I've got a train running, of course, and I've only got about under 20 minutes just before I get myself ready for college. And very nicely, this train here is one of the few Christmas presents that I actually obtained all the way from Malaysia. And I'm also still working on a new channel banner, which I haven't got it up yet at the moment, but I will promise to continue on finishing it off just as night time is literally coming up towards its last frontier, as I mean it will go towards midnight, I suppose so, as I'm doing for about toy reviews. The first one here is probably the probably one of the most cruddiest of all Flip Out Origami British Wildlife Collection toys. The price, it's actually less impressive because it looks like it's been faded and a bit distorted. Maybe it's all done by watercolouring, I guess. I think it costs about £21. I don't think you can see it very clearly because obviously you can see the Cormorant is blocking the way, but also the writing on the letters here is a bit distorted. It's called the Gals vs Cormorants Salmon Run Battle 12 pack. That looks interesting, and there's the back of it. It does look a little bit not so impressive because of the packaging's condition. It looks a bit tatty in a sense, it looks a bit messy, almost a bit grubby in a sense, but we'll take a look at what it looks like. Obviously it wasn't very easy to make, going by the packaging design. I might have to probably move the tablet a bit gently, of course. I'm so glad I've got this train running along with me, but I might as well just move from just a bit backwards a bit. And the packaging also had a bit of a rip. It was also a bit damaged, so I have to make a bit of a cut. It was actually a bit of a nasty one to get into. I might have to probably make another copy of this product and make like a fixed version. Maybe that's like a perfect prototype to say such. Going by the simplicity, just because of fish and water birds, and there you go, that's what it looks like. Obviously there's two different forms. This one looks less colourful, that would probably be on the sea, and this one here looks more like something that you find, you know, it's like the spawning sort of plumage, or the spawning sort of morph, I guess, with that kind of salmon. And here's the other one there as well. Okay, they look visually similar, don't they? They look pretty much flipping similar, and there's some gals here. I can't tell which one's which, but I think the only clue to look at is that the ones with the orange eye-ring is the herring gal, and the ones with the red eye-ring will have to be lesser blackbacks, although it doesn't always very much count because obviously the slightest grey black, well, slightest greyish black back, so I just pronounced it a bit weirdly just to sort of attenuate and sort of accentuate and extend word pronunciations of whatnot in sentences as I'm doing toy reviews. Obviously, they all got wintering in their name because they've got, like, you know, let's say like a dirty brown streaking on their heads, just like what they look like now. Obviously, with the brown streakings, that's very, very nice. They usually tend to have these brown streakings until, let's say, about, of course, yes, I bet they'll be going to their breeding plumage around January and February. That's when they start transitioning. Man, I've actually got charcoal all over my hands. And of course, yes, apart from the gals and the salmon, I'm also going to take a look at the cormorants. I don't know if they've got some updated faces yet. They look very much cool. Pretty much the same as I've seen way before in other videos alike. I mean, part of me is thinking, should I just stop making these types of birds? Well, no, because these guys look really, really cool. It's so nice. I'm going back into the traditional waterbird type fashion thing. Well, normally, a lot of these toys, you know, the gal related toys, as in like these guys here, obviously these birds would have been used as, you know, more in the way of flapping birds than, let's just say, water birds, because, you know, of course, yes, they can swim, but obviously I was just having troubles to find a very good actual design to make these guys. But who knows, there could be a redesign change on the larger gulls, because I don't think they're that very much, you know, how would you say it, somehow they're not really as great in terms of design compared to what I thought it will be. But maybe in the future there will be another further redesign. I'm very curious if that might straightforward happen. Anyways, we'll get the fishes away. Hopefully I've got all of the fish inside now, and let's move on to our other product that we're going to have a look at. That also is much more expensive. Surprisingly, in fact, toy products have actually skyrocketed so high just after Christmas, and this one here is a Flip-Out Origami British Wildlife Collection toy. It's another one. It's a Marshland Lakeside Bird Life Spring Summer 12-pack. It's a very random name because I was running out of ideas. And there's the back. It looks like we've got some dragonflies, and we've also got, are these blowflies? They look like green bottle blowflies. That's what they all look like. Very interesting. I'm so glad we've got some dragonflies. They're one of the most prehistoric creatures in the world, alongside with the dinosaurs. In fact, they lived alongside with the dinosaurs. It's got a long history into them. And here's like a few species of ducks. There's a couple of shovelers. There's a tufted duck. And there's also some blowflies. Not much I could really say about how good this is, but only looking at the price here. £29.99, and I mean that's actually flipping expensive, and I have to say this really is kind of what I've been referenced to later on, like last year in a sense. But anyways, let's not get caught up in that subject. I just want to talk about the good side of what I'm doing in this toy review. So yes, we've got some black-headed gals, but I might as well just show you. Yeah, it's actually quite nice actually. I might show you the sticklebacks, because I don't think I've shown you the sticklebacks neatly and closely. Oh, I've never seen a shoveler with a visible green speculum on both sides. Normally the speculums are often quite invisible in the birds themselves. There's a female shoveler here. It looks a bit roughly made. It doesn't look that... Yeah, of course the eye might have to probably do some more work on it, but hey, I still like the way it's been designed. Obviously to a much simplistic format. I mean, it doesn't look too bad. Obviously it's copying the male shoveler's wing detailing, of course. A bit strange. Then we've also got, I think these are female tufted ducks, and that one there is the male. Obviously somehow they've got the same sort of body shape and design as the other tufted duck designs I've created before. I need to make more of these tufted ducks, you know. That'd be a winner, actually. And then we've also got some fish. Obviously, we've got... So, I think these are sticklebacks. If I might as well tap on the tablet, just to show you what they look like. Yep, that's the male, looking all brightly coloured. And there is the golden female. And, of course, yes, we've got... Because it's a bit of a marshland type landscape, bit of a vibe involved into it. Here is an emperor dragonfly. This one's a bit differently designed. The eyes are actually blue. Bit different in design. There's no detailing. Would have been much more nicer if there was a bit more detailing on the top, to look like if there was a black stripe running towards the back of the tail. And then we've also got some green bottle flies, which to me look more like a bee than a fly, which is actually quite funny in design, but they've got like a very strange little proboscis at the front. And I love the colours going on here, trying to go for the more greenish bluish side. I was actually having trouble to make them very iridescent, but nevertheless they look quite cool. There's the evil looking eyes. Oh yeah, that's what I really like about these toys. They look a bit abstract by the looks of them, but overall I think I should make more of these insect related toys, because they look so complex, and insects are actually quite fascinating in the world of biology. You know, it's not just the bigger guys that you might as well have to have a look at. It's the smaller guys that you should also care about. And of course some black-headed gulls, but hey, who cares? We've already seen so many of these, haven't we? In fact, we've seen so many of those. They all look pretty much the bloody same, just as what other gulls would look like. And obviously, I did talk about how many of those repetitive models I should probably make. I don't know. Who knows? If I keep on making the same birds, it'll probably get people bored, but hey, that's just a myth. Anyways, that's probably going to be about that in this video. Please give this video a like, subscribe for more Flizzart videos in the future. And as always, thanks so much for watching, and goodbye for now.